All right, 21, it asks us to find the volume of this cone. Volume of a cone is 1/3 the area of the base times the height, but the area of the base is pi r squared, so you could also say it's 1/3 pi r squared h. This is a 9, 40, 41 triangle. If you don't know that triple, you could use the Pythagorean theorem. So it's 1/3 times pi times 9 squared times the height of 40. See, 9 squared is 81. 1/3 of that is 27. I multiply that by 40. We're going to end up with 1080 pi for part A. For part B, the lateral area, pi RL, where L is the slant height, which is that 41 value there. That's the formula for the lateral surface area. So pi times the radius of 9 times the slant height of 41. That's going to be 369 pi. If you wanted the total surface area, which they do ask for, you can take that 369 pi and you can add the base. The base area is a circle with a radius of 9. That's going to be 81 pi. And that's going to be 450 pi square units in the end. I'm going to skip this one because I didn't assign it in the year I'm making this video. Perhaps I'll assign it some other year, but anyway. Okay, next last one. A ship is on the surface of the water. Its radar detects a submarine at a distance of 238 feet and an angle of depression of 23 degrees. So basically we have the surface of the water here. We have our submarine. Angle of depression. So there's some distance downward. Oh, this is a ship actually. Okay, so there's some distance downward. And it says the angle of depression is 23 degrees. Okay, remember, you always want a horizontal line drawn. So the ship is basically looking out this direction. They're angling down 23 degrees. So this angle is the top angle. The angle of depression is also the same as the angle of elevation from this submarine over here to the original ship. Okay. Now, you got to read it carefully. It says this radar detects a submarine at a distance of 238. Well, the distance between these two vessels would be along the straight line. So it looks like that's the 238. And then they want to know how deep underwater the submarine is. The depth is going to be x right here. So you got a little right triangle. I've got an opposite side and a hypotenuse. That's a sine relationship. Sine of 23 is the opposite over the hypotenuse. That's x over 238. I can multiply both sides by 238. And so it's going to be 238 times the sine of 23. And doesn't say what I need to round to. Getting about 92.99. So we'll go with that. 92.99 feet deep. All right, and our last one. Cube with the diagonal of 8 radical 6. I guess we've already done this. I think this showed up twice. So if you have an x by x by x cube, we proved this in class at some point, the diagonal is going to end up being x radical 3. So you can always multiply the sides by radical 3 to get the diagonal. If you have the diagonal, it means you can divide it by radical 3, and that tells us that the side lengths are going to be 8 radical 2 centimeters.